Charlie. So, I want to make you mention 2 or 3 reasons why you think your club is the best or the greatest in the world, your football club.
Manchester United as a club, everybody know our tradition, everybody know our achievements. We look at for the past 2 decades, things have not been going on well, but now we stand that as far as history is concerned. You look at the achievement that we had. United is the only club in Manchester or in England, not just in Manchester, in England, to have 13 Premier League trophies. 13 Premier League trophies. Aside that, when you accumulate all, since its inception to Premier League in 1992, thereabout, it is only United that had it that way. But by previous ones, if you add it to the 13, we have 20 Premier League trophies. And the main reason why I think United is the greatest, or United is the greatest, I don't think it is the greatest in England, is because mostly, before you can be great, they will look at what you do domestically in your league. And if you look at Premier League as a whole in England, United as a club has conquered all. The only club that is a bit closer to United is Liverpool. But notwithstanding that, it is only, when you talk about even Liverpool, they are not all that, but because of the trophies they also have in terms of the domestic league, we will say they are a bit closer to us in terms of, but averagely, I would say Man City, Chelsea has also done well when it comes to the domestic league since the inception of Premier League into English football. They have major trophies, those trophies, Premier League trophies, than Liverpool. But aside that, when you put all that they have achieved, I think that Liverpool is the next club that is closer to us. But aside that, and at the same time, we are the richest. The richest club in England. It's another, and it's not easy. All this boils down to the achievement, the business strategies, and all those kind of things. So I think averagely, overall, these are some of the reasons why I have always believed that, and I have always known. And it's not just by my, but the numbers are there. They speak for themselves. You understand? So when we are making arguments, we don't just make business arguments. We make this argument based on facts. You get the point I'm trying to make. When you go to the European glories, I think that Liverpool stand outstanding because they have a lot of European glories than United as a club. But as I said earlier, United is the greatest in England. The greatest in England. 20 Premier League trophies. 13 Premier League trophies. It's not a small thing. So that is the reason why I have always believed, and I know that those who agree with me and leave the aspect of football politics out, they will tell you that United is the greatest in England because of the achievement that we have. Records, we have won Premier League in 3 consecutive times in a row.
Nobody has done that before.
Actually, Man City came close, but it did not work a bit. So we have done a lot. This record.
Arsenal can boast of it as invincibles.
Arsenal.
They said it's only their Premier League trophy that is gold. None has it, and they said they are the best in England.
Who team that Arsenal? I think Arsenal. Even today, if you go out on the road and you are interviewing people about, are you an Arsenal fan? I am telling you, out of 100%, you only get 0.1% of people who will be ready to stand and say, yes, I am an Arsenal fan. Notwithstanding, we are organizing one league in our school. We have, it's Rep Your Club.
Okay.
We have United, we have Man City, we have Liverpool, we have Arsenal, we have Real Madrid, we have Barcelona. We are just one of the big clubs across the league. So basically, you could see that we are even searching the whole of Nigeria campus. We are searching for Arsenal fans, for them to rep and get their people on board. We are not getting them. We know some of them, but people these days are not proud to say that I am an Arsenal fan just because of what they are going through. And I don't have a problem with that. It's part of their decision. They can say whatever they want to say. Even Chelsea today, they are those making noise all over the world that they are best and all those kind of things. I respect Chelsea as a club, but I have always said that there's only one club in England that if we talk as United fans, they can also talk, and that is Liverpool.
So you do respect Liverpool?
I respect Liverpool a lot because they have achieved a lot.
But Chelsea too recently have won 2 Champions League trophies, which you haven't won for how many years now? Manchester as a team for over how many years? You have no title.
We have 3 Champions League titles. 3 Champions League titles. The last one we won was against Chelsea in 2008. And basically you could see that we won that year Premier League and won Champions League again. So it was not easy. Winning Premier League and winning Champions League in that same year in 2008 was not easy. And then if you look at England, the club that has produced great legends, you can't depict that fact. I mean great legends.
Okay.
I mean, not just legends of the club, but legends of world football. It's Manchester United. You can't depict that fact. We have the like of Ryan Giggs, we have the like of Rio Ferdinand, we have the like of Cristiano Ronaldo, who is kicking everywhere, making headlines every day.
You have arguable the best coach to have coached an English team.
Yes, Silas Ferguson. What he has done in Premier League. I'm just wondering when, if a coach, we can get somebody to come and do what Alex Ferguson has done for Manchester United and English football as a whole. So it's not just like we make noise like the way other colleagues are doing, but it is a fact. The numbers are there. When you go into the history of Manchester, you will see that everywhere is blue. So we always believe that England as a whole, we are conquered. Others say London is blue and all those kind of things. We don't have a problem with that. But we are saying that the whole of England is for Manchester.
All right.
Not just Manchester, but Manchester United.
Yes,
okay. And you can see what we are doing these days.
Then we hope with all these players you have recently, you'll be able to win the league and possibly win Champions League. Are you only in or only out?
Basically, I will say I don't believe in only ideology or tactics of play. And right now, this is a transition that we are going through. And sometimes we need to give people time. But it got to a point that I lost that kind of faith in Oli because I did not understand what he was doing. You get to some point that you just sit and look at the game, look at the selection, and look at the tactics, then look at the team you are playing against, then ask yourself why. Even as a sports fan, as a supporter, you can just sit and say, yes, if I was in the shoe of Oli, this is how I'll play and it will work out. And along the line, you see world legends who have been introduced in sports pandemic making the same recommendation. And you ask yourself, what is happening? So I think that right now, when you ask me about Oli in and Oli out, I think that I still foresee Oli to be out because United as a club, we need trophies. It's not just about ending the league in a good position and all those kind of things, going to finals and losing and all those kind of things. But I believe that United as a club should be winning trophies. Not just trophies, but major trophies. Because we are the greatest. And it is so shocking that for the past 4 years, we have not had a major trophy. When I say major trophy, maybe actually we should win domestic trophies that are very important to the domestic, even though we have some 2-3 trophies, but that is not what we want as a club. We want big things. Even if you are not, we want to see the flair, we want to see the United of those days, like Silas Ferguson was on Tottenham, that you could see that even if United had gone down by 4-5, you could see that the spirit is still there, they still play the football. Even at the end of the day, when you lose, you say, no, come on, we could have won, but Jala Life was not on our side. That is not what Oli is doing today. When you look at Oli, we have every material in United right now. We have most of the world-class players that United have now. So I don't see why we are not producing. I don't see why we are not doing well. And I've always made my point clear that you can have all the world's best players in the world put together in one team. When you give them to a wrong coach, there's no way the person can produce. And I think right now, even though Ole is not a bad coach, but it's a bad coach for United. United doesn't need a coach like Ole. Ole does not have pedigree when it comes to the coaching. You understand? When I'm coming to face Ole today, I ask myself a question. What has Ole achieved in football? Abiuba. These are the questions you ask before you face. When I'm going to face Guardiola today as a coach, I say, yes, Pep Guardiola has achieved a lot. He has won a lot of trophies across Europe. You understand? He has coached Barcelona, he has coached Bayern Munich. Look at Tuchel, he has won a lot of league, he played. So you are afraid to face that kind of opponent. But you come to look at Ole. Who is Ole? They say Ole is just an ordinary.
Ole is the team, is a coach that beats the big teams in England.
That is not what we want. We want to win trophy. When you look at Premier League, before you can win the Premier League trophies, there are certain clubs that you make sure that you don't lose points against them. Even though it is on the view or the belief that England does not have a small team. We don't have a small club in England.
That's why the most competitive one in the world.
You can't debate that fact. People make argument of Spain and all those kind of things. But when you come to England, England is the most competitive league in the world and across Europe. So basically, we need a coach where can come in, inspire the player. You see, you just need to give them the I can do spirit. You should be able to motivate your players, say that yes, you can do it. Change the tactics against. You see, it's not every game that you play one direct tactics, and that has been only in tactics. Every game you see the same thing. You see repeating selection, formation, and all those kind of things. We have everything in our league. We have the best goalkeepers. Two of them are best goalkeepers. We have world-class defenders like Varane, who are experienced across the road, won Champions League on several occasions, and I think that he's one of the most experienced defenders in Premier League. You can't take it away from him. We have Big Shaw, who has picked up since last season. We have Wan-Bissaka, who is very good in defensive, but going forward, we see that we have a problem and that you need to improve. We have the like of David De Gea, very good. Bruno Fernandes, one of the best midfielders in Euro currently. We have Paul Pogba, we have Greenwood, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, we have Edinson Cavani, we have Marcus Rashford, and Checho, who is still picking up. And these are all world-class players. And I think that if you had these materials at your disposal as a coach, you should be able to do well.
Okay. So what are your last words to the City fans, Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, all of those people who think we are now in a deep hole and you can never get out?
I think that, as I made my point clear, we are in a transition. And I have always tell people that, irrespective of what we are going through now, I know that United as a club will come. And if you come stronger, immediately we'll pick up. That is all. There's no club in England that will be able to stop. I know they are all enjoying. City is playing one of the beautiful football in Europe, not just in Premier League. Liverpool right now are having most of their key players who are in good form right now. That is Mo Salah, who is scoring goals up and down, and they are not just ordinary goals; they are world-class goals. So I think that they have every right to make noise. Chelsea is on top of the league now, but the league is too young to just predict. So now I think that from now up to ending of December, we'll see what will happen. We have big games ahead of us. Liverpool on Sunday. After Liverpool, we'll go to Tottenham. After Tottenham, so it's not going to be easy. But I know that the players and only the technical board will do everything within their possible best to make sure that they do the right thing now. So right now, only is what we have, and we have to stick to that and pray that game in, game out we should improve and see difference like what we saw against Atalanta. We're down by 2-0. The changes he did were very perfect. I admire that, and I give credit to him that day because of the changes he made. He changed the goal, the game entirely. And you could see that the spirit was there for the players to play. And because they were playing at Old Trafford, the fans were behind them. And it was lovely.
Okay.
And right now, I'm one of the most happiest person in the world.
Okay, I see.
So
we'll see how it will go for you in the next subsequent games. Yes. Thank you very much for your time, Silas. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing the Rep Your Club games at UJS Yankpala Campus. I'll be there. All right. Thank you very much.